this whole conversation with me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told you.
Hear any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
Is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there, people?
Hey, Tony. You're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your head spin! The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview, 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knock 'em Dead Comedy. Knock 'em Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. These are by design comedic murder mysteries. 100% real comedy and mystery, 100% comedic murder. Do you want to see a boring murder mystery where some crusty old pea-pants says, "There's been a murder in the parking lot of some character you've never met"? That kind of murder mystery, you don't want to see that. You want the full experience. You want to meet and hang out with the character who's going to ultimately and soon meet their comedic demise. You want to see that comedic murder happen right before your eyes as you laugh, sing, and dance as a part of the action at a Knock 'em Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. You're welcome. The Knock 'em Dead.
Rich, I think, took some of Sally's drugs. Rich is high. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Govsradio.com is the website. You can see our show there right now. Carrie's there. Hello, Carrie. Govsradio.com. You saw the commercial there a minute ago. Teespring.com. Get yourself some Govs Radio swag from Teespring.com. Send us a photo of yourself with your Govs Radio swag, and you get yourself a free pass to any of the three great Governors Comedy Clubs. They will be open very soon, just a few weeks away. April 2nd, right here.
15 days?
That's right. Governors in Levittown will be open on April 2nd. And I believe McGuire's and the brokerage, they're open, the next night, or is it the next weekend? I forget now, but April 2nd, Governors in Levittown is open. Three great Governors Comedy Clubs, Bohemia, Belmore, and Levittown. Get yourself a free pass. Please like and share the show. Hit those likes, hit those hearts, and hit those shares. Copy the link. Post it on every single page you can find. Facebook and Instagram and wherever else. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at govsradio.com. Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. No rhyme, no reason. Put up, shut up, and stand up. And I got it wrong. Put up, shut up. Put up, stand up, and shut up.
Just call it Pazuzu.
Pazuzu, yeah. All the great shows here at govsradio.com. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hello, Chris Lane. Kirsten, we need your address because you won the chip the other day. Speaking of which, get yourself a free poker chip, which is actually a free complimentary drink at Roslyn Social. All you got to do is go on govsradio.com and just get on that chat and say hi.
Now, are there other kinds of complimentary that aren't free?
Well,
I mean, you said free complimentary. Is
it
better than complimentary?
Hey, Rich,
we'll pay them a compliment.
Your new mic is blocking your face there.
So it's good for the viewers?
No.
Absolutely.
We want to see your beautiful face.
Yeah, and I'm tired of looking at Bosie's bobble ass, by the way.
Ronnie is watching. Annette is watching. Marella, John, and my mother, Captain Jack, is here. Jeff Bosie loved the little clip of Goldie Wilson. Deborah's watching. Hello, Greg DiFilippo. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Adam Snare. And, all right, so once again, I'll just point out with the website, we do know that there's a problem if you're looking at the website through the phone. We hope to have that cleared up
next day or two.
Yeah.
So
we'll keep you up to date on that.
Well, don't go. Who's commenting on that, Bosie? Because his prepaid minutes could be up. It might not be a technical issue.
No, there've been a few
Ken
problems.
Ken Pichelle, phone ads. No, Ken, we thought you weren't going to be around, so we already played a recording of you doing the ads. Sorry about that. Bobby Inns is watching.
Hey, Bob, I'm not guest host. I'm not the Paul in here. This is my day, man. My Thursday.
Rich Rady just passed a milestone. He guests on more shows than Paul Lynn. That's not all Paul Lynn guested on.
He's not guesting here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's a permanent fixture.
He's a permanent Thursday. Yeah, it's Rich Rada Thursdays here at GovsRadio.com.
That's what we call it. Rich Rada Thursday.
No rhyme or reason tonight at 7.
14.3% of your week is Rich Rada Thursday. Just remember that.
I get a lot of Rich Rada on Thursday.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, Ken, we played your video already of you doing the ads. All right, so how's everybody doing? How was our day yesterday with St. Patrick's Day? What did you do St. Patrick's Day? And then I'll.
What did I do? I worked during the day and then had a lot of corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah. Did you make it? Did Christine make it?
Christine made corned beef and cabbage, and we did some damage on corned beef and cabbage.
Does she eat?
It's one of my
corned beef and
favorite
cabbage?
dishes. I love it.
Oh, is that right?
I'm an Italian boy, but I would. Yeah, I would.
No,
I would
Irish
eat
dish?
corned beef and cabbage out of a dirty ashtray. I really would.
Dirty what?
Dirty ashtray.
Oh, ashtray.
I would. Yeah.
No Irish in you at all? Oh, Bosie's here?
No, I still wouldn't know. Nope. I'm an Italian boy.
Oh, okay.
And what's Christine?
Like the Euro mutt kind of blend, so. But you have to like corned beef and cabbage. I don't care if you're.
Not a lot of people do.
I don't understand it.
I don't. Yeah, I love it all. So
I love it too.
Yeah,
love it.
I mean, you get a little gassy. It's a gassy dish.
I mean, I'm 57. I'm gassy anyway.
Yeah,
I might as well have the cabbage and the corned beef.
Might as well be clean as a whistle
That's
for
right.
a little while.
Right.
I love that shirt.
I mean, would you rather eat corned beef and cabbage the day before colonoscopy to clean yourself out,
Yeah,
or drink that
No kidding.
goopy shit?
Why
Throwing a little
not?
broccoli in
Which
there?
shirt do you like?
Which shirt?
What you just said.
I said I love that shirt on her.
He's staring at my boobs.
Yeah, look, she's got the zipper down. Oh, no.
Boo, buzzkill.
I gotta keep my mouth shut. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Roy. I don't think I've ever had corned beef and cabbage. Oh my God.
Really?
What?
That's what she said.
Wait a minute.
My
Adam
sister
loves it.
makes outstanding cabbage.
I mean,
It's
come
like
on.
I don't know what's in it. It's like butter and
think
garlic,
it's
and
beef
it's
and
like
cabbage.
amazing.
I've unfriended people who said basically they didn't like corned beef. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand.
And what
it.
is corned beef? It's steak
cow?
with it's cow. And I don't know what the difference is between regular steak.
Whatever they did with it, they did it right.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I had an interesting day
Yeah,
yesterday.
it was good. Yeah,
'cause,
hello, Joan. So it was not only St. Patrick's Day, but it was also your son's 21st birthday.
my firstborn is he's born on St. Patrick's Day. So
Was there booze involved for his 21st?
there was a little bit, but it was kind of like a cool story because my dad passed away a few years ago. And
That's a cool story.
like years ago, like I don't know, Sam must have been like 10 or something. We were visiting my parents down in North Carolina, and my dad said, he's Patrick O'Neill. Like he was so thrilled that Sam was born on St. Patrick's Day. I'm like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't say I never gave you anything. So, but he said something like, when my grandson is 21, I'm gonna
I'm gonna take the lad out for his first beer.
Did he actually word it like that?
Yeah, he says lad a lot. Yeah. So at first I'm just like kind of like doing the math, thinking I don't know if you're gonna make it like that many years.
Oh my God.
but okay, we all have our dreams.
Yeah.
And but it's kind
I mean, sure, Dad, if you want to be optimistic.
Well, and my dad had a great sense of humor, and so like when he saw my face, like okay,
wow.
When I was like leaving to come back home, he gave me $10, and he goes, and just in case I don't make it, he goes, do me a favor and take him out to a bar and have a beer for me, and so we did.
I see your dad's a big tipper.
He actually was.
Here's $10.
Yeah. But it was funny because that's what we did. So I told Sam about it, and my dad only drank Budweiser.
Yeah.
And he would never drink it out of a glass. It had to be out of a bottle.
Yeah.
So we went to the Corner Galley, which is where Sam works, and so that was and we went in the middle of the day because it's St. Patrick's Day, and we didn't want to be mobbed and not be able to get in, and COVID, we weren't sure, so we went at 4, and so we brought.
We threw the whole 10 on the bar.
We did. Well,
gathered everybody around.
I couldn't even use it. I couldn't even use it because we went in there and everyone knew him, obviously, and they knew that it was his birthday, so they were so excited to see him on his birthday.
Right.
And they were dressing him in St. Patrick's gear, and the main chef came out and. Sam told him the story about why we were there and what we had to do. So the bartender came over and said that the chef bought your round, so I couldn't even use the $10. So I just tipped well.
Wow.
And so it was kind of fun. So yeah, so he had his so I have
So basically your son got up this morning and said, where's my $10?
But no, but we brought. I'm going to show you a picture of Sam.
There's a collect call here from heaven that your father he wants his $10.
I know, right?
Yeah, plus interest.
So Sam has this picture on his dresser. One time when he was little, my dad said, because Sam's got like really like. Even as a kid, he had like little, like really kind of like whitish hair with like just a little red to it. And so my dad commented, he's like, "This is the hair I had when I was a boy." And so Sam's looking at him like a little kid. He's like, "Grandpa, your hair's gray." So my dad like photoshopped a picture of himself and Sam, and he like colored in yellow on both their hair, and he's like, and it says underneath it, "See, Sam, we do have the same color hair."
Jeez.
So he's kept this picture forever. I'll show you guys.
Now I think it's a nice gesture on your dad's part, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying if he had taken the $10 and put it in Bitcoin back then. Your son
Yeah,
would have
no
had
kidding.
one hell of a birthday.
Even a
right now.
savings bond for
There was
that.
He would have had a nice vacation and a Tesla.
There'd be a lot of Budweiser.
But I mean, yeah,
in
get
his
him the
life.
beer. That's cool.
So you brought the picture to the Corner Galley.
Yeah, so we brought the picture with us. So we took a picture of like me and him and the picture of my dad. We actually, not to be gross or anything, but my dad was cremated, and so I have I've got like a little small jar of him. So like Sam's like, "Let's take Grandpa for a road trip." So we brought like his like little ashes too. And then and here's Sam drinking his first Budweiser.
Were the ashes? But you didn't bring the ashes in the bar.
No, we didn't put it on the bar because we didn't want to like weird anyone out. But
Oh,
we
you
had
had
it.
them on you?
We had it, but like I kind of held it in my.
Yeah, because no Irish guy's ashes have ever been
I
on the bar
know,
before.
right?
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Come
I
on.
know.
Danny
boy. Yeah,
But it was really fun, and so we just toasted to my dad.
So he works here, your son?
He's a busboy there, and he's been a busboy there for like a little over a year. And it's a great. The reason why he got a job there is because it's one of our favorite places to go.
Yeah,
It's just,
that place has been around forever.
It's a nice atmosphere. It's family owned. They have
Nice.
great.
I'm meeting a friend there
music.
today for lunch, as a matter of fact.
Oh, are you really? You going there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm disputing that. Not that you're not going there, but
Just,
I
I
can't
have a
believe you have a friend. Yeah, it's like, I mean, Jesus. Hey,
anyway.
thanks for the invite. Me and Sallie are good. Thanks. Yeah. No, we ate yesterday. Thanks, Tony.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
We'll have cabbage.
hey,
We'll have cabbage again.
barbecue place out east. Don't get me.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say to you.
Listen. Yeah. What do you eat at the Corner Galley? Fries and what?
Burger and
A
fries,
burger and
baby.
Fries, and they have really good fries too.
Oh, they have great food there.
Plain burger and fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Wow. Okay.
so
Baby
what-
palate.
Oh, it's St. Joseph's Day tomorrow, says Bobby Inns.
St. Joseph's Day. Like, isn't it great though how the You know, the Italians were like, yeah, have your day. You know what we're doing? We're having we're gonna have the next one.
And
We're gonna have the next
what
one.
is St. Joseph's Day? Is it the same? Is it just an Italian version
Is
of
it
the same
Italian?
day?
I gotta be
Day?
honest. I was raised Catholic, but what I know about any of these religious holidays, you could
Yeah,
put the thimble and
yeah.
still put your finger in there.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Kirsten's husband put ketchup on his corned beef last night. Who does that?
Who-
she
wait,
said.
what?
That's what she said.
Wow.
Kirsten.
Someone named Kirsten had somebody put ketchup on corned beef.
Yeah.
Her husband.
Her
put
husband.
ketchup. Is that that's a no-no?
No, you can't do
Ketchup
no.
on
That's
corned
like
beef?
no.
I don't know. I have no idea.
No.
I mean, well, you know what? Here's the defense. I'll
it's like
give.
putting.
but
Tell
no,
them it's like putting ketchup in a glass of
no,
orange
but
juice. That's how normal that is.
I'll only give a 5% break on this because I know people who the next day make corned beef hash. And like I've seen people for breakfast with eggs put ketchup
That's
on it. But
acceptable.
Still on regular corned beef, that's like you
No.
know,
That's a bad thing?
Well, you people who put like if you go to a good, like, I'm not talking about Outback. I'm talking about a real steak place. Like if you went to Peter Luger's or something and you put ketchup on your steak,
Yeah, that's
you
a
should
no-no.
be escorted out of the building.
Yes,
Yeah.
that I
and
agree with.
enforceably, not.
I
not
feel
friendly.
like they got married before you told her this.
Yeah. Could you imagine? You're like you're like, oh, I finally met somebody on Match.com.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you going? Oh, we're going to this really nice Irish place. Oh, what'd you get? Well, I had shepherd's pie. Oh, it's great. What did he have?
Let me start by saying he has other
Yeah,
good qualities.
We're gonna see other people.
Yeah, or it's after the fourth date. I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh,
Yeah.
You know, like she'd be okay with wife beating or a life of being addicted to
Yeah,
heroin
exactly,
or something.
yeah.
But
Yeah, honey,
We all
I
have
want you to be a
something.
drug mule. Oh, thank God! I thought you wanted me to put ketchup on my corned beef.
all right. So Bosie says corned beef definition: cows before they are slaughtered have 10 ears of corn shoved up their ass for taste and texture. I thought he was giving us a real answer. That's
You
why
want to
I
know
read
something?
It.
I think it is. No. I think it is a real answer because I remember Bosie saying before he got the job he does now, he used to jam corn up cows' asses.
Well, that was just
So
for
he
fun.
could
That
have
wasn't
been-
a job.
Oh, I thought he did. It was not paying job.
And when he talked about cows, he was
Yeah.
just talking about giant men.
So, Bosie, is that what you did for a living? Oh, look, it seems the answer is this is better than the Magic 8 Ball. It just goes, yes. It nods.
Aaron White is watching. Which is better, corned beef or pastrami? Tough
I don't
call.
know
Oh,
what's
well,
even
if I-
what's
you know,
the difference.
I
Just-
love
thought
it-
it was like how it was sliced.
I
or
love them
something.
both, but I got to be honest. When I like, if I'm having a Reuben, I'm always going corned beef. I like pastrami. I love pastrami, but
Yeah.
corned beef is
Is
my.
pastrami a little fatter? Like a little.
I think
I'm trying to think.
I think
I
it
don't
depends on Do we have any of our Jewish kosher deli friends could
Well, where's
enlighten us
Felix?
on
Yeah.
the differences between corned beef and pastrami making?
We need Felix. Felix isn't on.
I thought pastrami was how it was cut.
Anyone named Saul listening? Anyone?
All right, well,
help us out.
Speaking of better than the 8 Ball, you are up to what? How much on this?
$600,
Nice.
which means we have. Well, I'm not taking tickets for mine, but that's 500. That's 50 raffle tickets so far. And folks, we got the Bosie bobblehead, which, by the way, if you put this on your night table, there's no way your romantic life doesn't get better. A shirt professing your love
Do you
and
think
mutual
we've
admiration.
had more sex since we've had the Bosie Rada picture up there?
Unfortunately, I think we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
with other
yeah.
people or together?
You're like you want to,
Or with the
and I'm
picture.
like no, and then I see you guys pictures, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm feeling a little frisky right now. I don't know why.
I'll tell you how creepy that is that even our women wouldn't put our picture on their night table. But I'm glad
like
you guys
I feel
have
like the
it.
two of you are like,
I mean, I know Bosie's got a picture of, his wife has it on the night table, but I think he's cropped out.
Like Uncle Buck. Remember that scene? He's looking at the winning
yeah,
album.
that's the saddest scene.
Still one of
That
my
makes me so sad.
I still one of my favorite lines from old. Remember the movie Night Shift with Winkler
Henry
and
Winkler,
Keaton,
yeah.
and he goes
Yeah.
and he goes in and Michael Keaton's in his office. He's like, "Is that your fiance?" He's like, "Yeah, nice frame."
Keaton is the best,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that was great. That was
I
great
love
line.
Michael Keaton. I've
So-
I love
reached out to
Michael
him trying to
Keaton,
get him
too.
on.
So
And Henry Winkler.
we're up to $600. We got 8 more days. We're going to raise whatever we can raise. And folks, listen, it's a beauty. I usually do 3 or 4 fundraisers a year for it because I can't wrap my head around the fact that
People are hungry, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
If you show me a picture of like a country in the middle of nowhere in an African nation where you go, wow, this is weird that but this is for Long Island food banks. Like people on Long Island should. I'm sorry, you shouldn't be with the amount of money in this area. I'm not saying people should all be driving Lamborghinis, but eating should be a natural thing, right? I mean,
and that's the thing. That's a misconception about Long Island. People that aren't from here think they hear Long Island, they just picture the Hamptons, which everybody knows. Hamptons is a well-to-do area, but that's not the case for Long Island. Most of Long Island is middle class
Like
and below.
workers, yeah.
I mean, there is a
someone has to work for the people in the Hamptons.
Oh, there you go.
Muffy, Skippy.
Yeah, true.
But let me finish with this: is that we had 600 already. We have 8 more days, and we're donating for Long Island Harvest Food Bank.
Very nice.
Wait, there's a T-shirt which also professes your friendship for the world's okayest comedian Jeff Bosey. But there's also a pair of tickets to my comedy Kevorkian, Tony Walker over here, as we're calling him from now on. You will be forever known as the comedy Kevorkian because you've killed comedy.
I did.
Multiple times.
Yep.
But you now will, that's tickets to a show in the Gov's main room to see comedy Kevorkian himself.
That is a little weird. Can you imagine if for some reason the club has to close again?
No.
Leading up to April 21st?
No.
Can you,
if there is a smattering
people are going to beat me.
If anything happens to comedy the day after you perform,
I'm done.
We're just sick of you.
You will be, the only time they'll see you on Gov's radio will be when they look up here and see your stuffed head.
Yes.
Because we're that's it. You're done. You can't kill
or
comedy.
Or a wanted.
You cannot kill comedy 3 times in the same 18 months. I'm sorry, I won't allow it.
Hey, is Adam Snare in Florida yet? Did he?
No.
Is he just
I
talking
think
about moving?
he's got a countdown of so many days left.
He's leaving in May.
Oh, okay.
I think I have a wager with somebody that he doesn't go.
I think we mentioned it last week.
Especially, it's a rough time to go. That's when summer starts. Yuck.
Well,
I don't know why he's going. Did he get a job or something?
Well, I
think he's just following Darren Dillon.
I asked, and they're going to be several hours apart, or that's the cover story.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
They're just going to be a few inches apart.
He's sick of working for the Hamptons.
He's sick of, I'm not working for the Hamptons anymore.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I guarantee you, if he wins the Bosey bobblehead, he stays.
Oh, yeah?
That's a sign of things to come. I mean, your life is going to get better if you have this, Can you imagine every morning you wake up, you go in the bathroom, splash some water on your face, brush your teeth, and you look down and you go, I got a Bosey bobblehead.
Yeah.
Oh,
how bad can life be?
I thought you would say you just look down and see Bosey, which I thought would be your everyday morning, your daily life.
Yeah, I can't get rid of him. He gets in those screens more than the raccoons. It's unbelievable. He's savage. He really is savage. So what's going on today?
All right,
wait a minute. Hold on. What do you got brewing over there? Is there a wager? Is that
no, this is
Roslyn Social Chip?
This is the Roslyn Social Chip.
And what's that good for?
Well, it's good for. Says it right there on the back. One complimentary drink. I almost said free complimentary.
Now, had your dad invested in these,
there you go.
Your son would have walked in with a rack of chips.
Yep.
And you would have went to the Roslyn Social.
And by the way, that place is great.
Oh yeah,
place
it
is
really
fantastic.
Is.
Love it.
Yep.
We got to go back again because
I'm in. Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. And the weather breaks a little bit, and you do the old rooftop.
Yeah, that I haven't done there yet. You done that?
Yeah. First time I went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Really nice.
And it's a great little town over there in Roslyn.
Yep.
My father's place is over there. Not my father, the club.
Yeah. Is this are you going to get into the whole dead story now too? Is this?
My father's been dead years. Yeah.
Mine too. Let's just drudge this shit up, okay?
1982.
All right.
1980. I beat you.
1980.
I was 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. Well, that's if he's dead.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, I have confirmation. I
have confirmation. So he's dead on paper. But we talked about this a long time ago on the show. But there was a slight reason to believe that he could have faked his death.
I mean, yeah, he had you.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can't believe he lasted 10 years.
He didn't. He didn't. He split before that.
Yeah.
So,
he left a long time before. Tony was like a baby. And he took
are you
off.
a junior or anything? What was your what was Dad's name?
Dad was actually. It's funny you ask. The Who? Tommy. Tommy's in Tommy. The Who's Tommy? Tommy's his full name is Tommy Walker, and that was my father's name.
Yeah. Well, Tommy Walker, if you are in fact faking your death, and you're now, I'm going to go with.
He is so disappointed.
Let's say was he 90?
He would be. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's like 75 or.
No. He was
80.
he'd be just a little shy of 80, 78, something like that.
78. Okay.
I'm not even sure.
So if Tommy Walker, if you're out there, phone line's open. I would. I'll tell you what. I will donate another 100 to the food bank and 5 poker chips. If somebody can
Tommy
make
Walker.
him call in and do a duet with DJ D Love.
All right.
Because those are memories right there.
And I love how I say always around he'd be around 75, and then Tony
Wait,
says
isn't Tony 75?
Tony said he's like 78, and he looks at me like, "Oh no, he's
Yeah,
not
you're way
that."
off.
Like,
It's like,
oh,
yeah.
not it couldn't be that.
Yeah.
No, I was just specifying that he's
Tony's
older.
the guy at the carnival when the guy goes, "You weigh 187." It's not even fucking close. I'm 186.
Yeah, I am.
Sorry, guys.
You're absolutely
You are
right. I
so
am that guy.
stupid.
Yeah.
I totally am.
He is that guy.
Yeah, I am.
So it's good though that you don't know how old your dad would be, which is cool. You know.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know the man, so I don't really care.
He doesn't deserve to know his
Yeah,
age.
I don't really care. So.
All right.
Oh, okay. We just.
But
I thought we had to do it.
So did I. So did I. All right. So the first thing I wanted to bring up today.
Okay.
I actually was going to pick on Sally. She has no idea what this is about.
All right, I'm out of here.
So Sally and her beloved.
Zip her down. Zip her down.
What are you doing over there? Did you just break the phone? She hit one button. Oh, there you go. What'd you just do?
I was putting the ringer back on. I wasn't breaking anything.
Oh, and there you go. Maybe it's my father. You're live in the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Big Tony? What's going on, buddy?
DJ D Love. How are you today, pal?
Good. How you been, Tony? What's up?
Nothing much. We're just hanging out. How about yourself?
Good. I see you have a little contest going on over there with me. I heard.
Yep, we do have a little contest going on. Yep. You can win
What is
yourself
the contest?
You could win yourself a bobblehead. Can you? Are you watching? Can you see the bobblehead?
Yes, I could. I could see the whole thing.
Yep. How would you like a Jeff Posey bobblehead?
I would love it.
You would. You would love a Jeff Posey bobblehead?
Yes, I would.
Very nice.
I'll tell you what. I will put one raffle ticket of the 10 that I would get with DJ D Love's name on it. So if, in fact, it wins, he will get it.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, is that it, DJ? Thanks.
Nope,
for
that's
calling
I got
in. Oh, okay.
You better start yelling at her. She's trying to hang up on
Well,
you.
you notice how we just said hello to you again?
Sally, what did you do to DJ D Love?
Maybe he
So
doesn't
what's
say
the
hello on
contest I gotta do,
Thursdays.
Tony?
I'm
See?
sorry. I'm
Just
sorry.
Tony.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said, DJ.
I said, what's the contest I have to do now?
Oh, what's the contest? You have to donate $10, and the money goes to Long Island Harvest, which helps feed hungry people. And the prize is Jeff Posey bobblehead, and you can also win tickets to Governor's Comedy Club on April 21st.
I'm kicking in a couple of poker chips too now. I'm throwing in poker chips.
I don't have no money right now, but I can do it next week then.
Okay, that's fine, no problem. All right, so but more important than money is we get some DJ D Love music.
Yes, you could actually.
Let's hear some.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Actually, I'm gonna call Jeff Bosby out actually today too. Yo, Jeff Bosby, man, you got nothing on DJ D Love, man. I don't know what you're doing, man, but you got nothing on me, man. Jeff Bosby, you don't got nothing on me. King Kong don't got shit on you, brother. Oh yeah, cause Jeff Bosby, check it out, homie. Jeff Bosby, you got nothing on King Kong, man. We tell you, Jeff Bosby, you don't got nothing on DJ D Love. Man, you better call in, you sucker. You don't call in, man, you got nothing on DJ D Love. Man, I'm just bugging, chilling. Man, I don't know what I'm doing next. Jeff Bosby, you better call in.
Shame the
You don't,
Grammys are over.
you're a sucker.
Sucker! Woo, sucker! How did King Kong get into this?
Oh, so did you see my video?
What's that?
You see my video?
Yes, I did see your video, yes.
And it's a free pool table. You can come and get it. If anybody interested, everybody likes the pool table.
Anybody wants a free pool table, just contact DJ D Love on Instagram.
Yes, please
the holes
do.
are broken and there's no balls.
It's a free pool table. It looks brand new. Actually, whenever you got been used, pool tables included, the pool pump included, the pool stick included.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you, DJ D Love. Yeah. Woo!
I got one thing before I go.
Yep, go ahead.
You sucker, Jeff Bosley. See you later from
Bosley.
From Charlie's
Tom
Angels.
Bosley.
Jeff Bosley. Remember
No, what
Jeff
was
Bosley?
Bosley's first name?
Tom Bosley.
Tom Bosley.
The actor. But then you had Bosley from Charlie's Angels.
Angels.
So
Tom Bosley was Happy Days?
Tom Bosley was on Happy Days, and then the character Bosley on Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Important information I got for you.
Played by who?
Some bald fat guy.
On Charlie's Angels?
Yeah.
He was a bald fat guy?
Yeah, wasn't he?
Not ringing a bell.
Thank you, DJ D-Love, and you have yourself a great day, pal. Oh, he already hung up. Well, he hung up on you.
He went,
Nice.
DJ D-Love, out!
No, he hung up on you because he only acknowledges you anyway.
Sallie,
so.
I'm sensing a little tension between you and DJ D-Love.
Well, here's the thing. So I'm in contact with his cousin a lot because...
Mm-hmm.
And so we came up with a Monday-only call. So I feel like I'm taking him on Thursday and Friday. I feel like I'm like,
Oh.
you know.
Well, maybe the excitement of the Bosey bobblehead and the chip and the shirt and the comedy Kevorkian tickets were too much for him.
Maybe.
So, but I'm gonna put his name on one raffle ticket from my donation, and you know what? If he wins, front right by the stage for your show.
I think, we have time, so I think he should put together something good for next year's Grammys.
I can't believe he got snubbed for this year's, specifically after I saw who won.
Well, true,
Yeah.
especially after watching WAP.
Yeah, I knew one of them songs.
You know, I'll tell you, with the Grammys, you know what was good? Well, first off...
The commercials?
We talked about it.
Is it like the Super Bowl?
Well, we talked about it the other day. Poor Bill Burr, first off. That was, somebody was mad at him. Somebody at the Grammys was mad at him because they set him up for failure.
But he's such a good sport.
Bill
like,
Burr, but he don't fail.
Yeah.
Bill Burr
that's-
fails.
Well, they
he
tried to make him
turns-
fail, and then they attacked him after.
He don't take
and
any
he just
shit.
went on
Yeah.
Twitter and he was like,
You're not beating him. I mean, come on.
No. But I'll tell you what was good. You know what? You know the part where they show like the memoriam of all the people that died within the past year.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
So they did that, and then Little Richard died in the past year. So after the
Little Richard was still alive?
yeah.
No shit.
Oh yeah, he just died a few months ago. So he was the last picture they showed, and then Bruno Mars did Little Richard medley.
Oh.
And
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It was fantastic.
That was good.
He's amazing.
He's great. And I'm telling
His
you,
new band is great, by the way.
yes,
Silk Sonic?
I've heard.
Oh my
maybe
God,
just 2 or 3 songs.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I got to check more of that out.
Unbelievable.
And I think that's who this was. I think it was that
Yeah,
band.
they're phenomenal.
I think
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Either way, whether it was or not, he was fantastic. But he made himself up a little bit to look like Little Richard. If they don't grab this guy to make a Little Richard movie,
Oh, he could. Yeah, I don't
He
watch.
would nail
I don't
it.
watch award shows in general, just because it's not about the awards anymore. It's just like
No.
everybody on the soapbox. It's like, yeah, okay, great.
right?
Speaking of which, did you guys ever watch Parasite?
No,
No.
not yet. We haven't forgotten.
I don't
No,
It's on
but
our
we
list.
didn't-
Let me guess.
It's
In
on our
between the
list.
time I told you to watch it and now, you probably watched 2 Ernest movies,
Well,
but you haven't watched that yet.
what have we watched?
What happened? Because I found it.
Yeah,
And I found it. I found it somewhere.
I don't know. I don't
On
recall
the
you telling me.
television,
No.
on demand, perhaps.
I had to find it on.
Would you lose? You lose the movie in the shed?
It was so long ago. I forget where. I forget if I saw it
Should
on
I
Amazon.
throw it on the floor so you don't forget it on the way out later? Maybe should I do that?
They're making fun of me because I don't have a memory. I don't have a memory. So all right. So
Well, where's?
Yeah.
Get the camera going. You can see it on the camera.
no, you can't.
Well,
You think you could pick up the floor?
yeah. On 4 or 5, you could.
So Mike O'Toole is trying to build like something that like kind of extends the desk in here, and so he was asking for measurements. So I brought in a measuring
Just say
tape,
38D.
which when I was leaving the house, I actually had to put it like in my bag already because I knew I'd forget it. So I have that, but I don't want to leave it here, so I put it by the door. And then
No,
then
you didn't put it by the door.
Yeah.
You put it on the floor.
Right.
By
That's
the
different.
door.
Right, but I'm not going to remember. And also, Tuesday when I was here, I don't want to show the name, but I found but there's a high school in on the other side of the parking lot from Governor's, and I'd probably say once every 4 months some kid drops their identification.
I would ask Tony to return it, but I know he's not allowed 200 feet from that building, right?
So
Still?
every 4 months, I walk over to Division Avenue High School, and I return a card to the front desk. So I didn't want to. So everyone keeps they keep looking and they try to keep picking it up and putting it on the desk. I'm like, just leave it on the floor.
I know there's a
by the
story here.
door.
Now that her son's 21, I guess you could tell him how, You used to just leave them on the floor by the door so that you wouldn't forget them on the way out. Yeah. What am I forgetting? What?
But you even said it yourself. You put the tape measure in your pocketbook at home so you wouldn't forget it.
Right.
So you used it here. You did what you had to do.
Well,
so why not put it back in your pocketbook?
Yeah,
purse?
I guess I could do that.
Merce.
I could do that.
Are you telling me you didn't
It's a
even think
satchel.
You're the one who put the measuring
bag.
tape at the door.
What?
I put the ID at the door. You put the measuring tape at the door.
Well, no.
I just have a feeling by the time the show's over and I go to leave, I'm going to have to high hurdle to get out the door. It's going to be like, what's over there?
It'll be a garage sale going on.
I don't want to remember it, and I don't want to forget it.
All right. So,
Oh,
I mean, at your age, I just figured your
Fender's
memory
back.
would be better.
I haven't seen him for a couple of days.
Oh, but he's not staying. All right.
Maybe he was in Facebook jail.
Ooh, like Joe Stas.
Oh, he's leaving already? Oh.
Yeah.
Bye,
And
Andy.
Brian Festa. Yep. I'm sleeping with Dory from Finding Nemo.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
Adam Snare said the same thing about Sally. All right. So here's what I had before DJ D Love called.
Okay.
Fun?
A life.
So for you, Sally O'Neill, and your
Okay.
beloved Boston,
Right. Okay.
your Boston Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
Sox.
Boston Red Sox. Name some of the players that you love from
Back
those-
in the day, because I haven't watched them in like a thousand years.
back in your day when you watched
Johnny Damon.
Oh, stop right there.
Oh. When he had hair.
Did you are you up on this?
On Johnny Damon?
Yeah.
Go
No,
on.
what happened? Well, I don't care anymore because he went to the Yankees. So
Yeah, he went to New York, the place you're from.
You have a pit stop in Oakland, too?
He started in Oakland. See, you don't even know. See,
I do know.
he started in Oakland. That's where he started.
I didn't say he didn't.
Yes, you did.
He said, did he make a pit stop from Boston to Yankees? And I said no.
But you had no idea he started his career there.
No, I didn't care about anything until he went to the Red Sox.
Well,
What do I care about Oakland?
do you care about him now?
Why did he die?
He grew his hair back, by the way. It's long again.
Why? Where is he playing?
Well, he's not. He's been retired for several years.
Oh, all right.
And I guess he has nothing else to do because he got busted a week or two ago for DUI.
Whoa.
And there's a video and he's drunk off his ass.
Oh, really?
I still don't get these guys that have this money that they just, poor people get Ubers.
Yeah,
Right.
just get
Wealthy
an Uber.
guys jump in their
Yep.
Lamborghinis or whatever and drive like idiots.
And he's drunk. He doesn't listen to the cop. Cop tells him to stay in the car and he doesn't listen.
Oh,
Gets
no.
out. Cop starts yelling at him.
That's the end of it right there.
Well, he finally stops and he just stays against the car like he says. But then...
Does he try to push his name like, do you
no,
know who I am?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
but something like that does happen because guess what happens then?
What city is he in this
He's
happens?
down in Florida.
Oh, okay.
His wife then gets out of the car.
Oh, boy.
The cop starts yelling at her.
She drunk
Get in the
too?
car. I
Probably.
think so.
Because she would have driven.
And she's now yelling at the cop. Do you know who he is? Do you know who we are? That type of shit. And she's charging. She walks to the cop. He's telling, stay where you are, stay where you are.
Bad move. I would have tased her.
Well, they didn't get tased, but they got handcuffed.
Cool.
And arrested, and off they went.
Nice.
And he spent the night in jail.
Not her?
No.
Oh, that would.
I don't know why.
Because she wasn't driving drunk.
Well, true.
You can't put
still,
someone in
she
jail
went-
for
Yeah,
a
but
bad
she- yeah, but
attitude.
She went after the
Yeah,
cop.
she went
Yeah,
after the cop.
you can say anything you want.
She went after the cop. She got close to the cop, and Johnny actually then came out and tried to got in the middle trying to stop her, and then that's where the video doesn't cut off, but somehow the cop's camera gets hit, so it falls. So you don't really see much after that.
All I can say is that when he was in Boston, he would have never done that because he had long hair, and then he sold out, went to the Yankees, got his hair cut, and then it was never the same. He would have never done this in Boston.
He had a pretty good career.
No, he had a great
What do you
career.
have? 20? How many hits? 20. He was up there. Not at 3,000, but he was up there over 2,500, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep.
Didn't really have much of an arm, but yeah, it was still.
Oh, he had an arm. He made Mickey Rivers look like he had a bazooka. Oh my God, Johnny Damon had the worst arm.
Yeah.
Terrible throwing.
Especially by the time he went to the Yankees. But.
Yeah, he couldn't throw the ball. Oof, God. So
He threw for Boston.
he was the first guy when Tony said you're
Johnny
Boston.
Damon.
You came up with Johnny Damon first.
Yeah, I was just kind of going through the lineup.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the older Red Sox.
What, Jim Rice?
Jim Rice was. I thought he was
What a
just
phenomenal player.
ridiculous.
And Carl Yastrzemski.
Freddie Lynn and Jim Rice.
Freddie
team.
Lynn, yeah. And who was the first baseman? Dale Evans? No, not Dale Evans.
No. Evans played right field. He had a gun.
Yeah, but it's not Dale. What was the first name?
Darrell Evans.
Darrell Evans. Dale Evans, Roy Rogers' wife.
Yeah. Not many people know that she could throw.
Better than Johnny.
Yeah.
Goldie Wilson played a good outfield.
Goldie Wilson was yeah. And then let's not forget about his post-baseball political career. I mean, he became mayor of whatever town that was.
Who did?
Who's this?
Goldie Wilson.
Oh, yeah. What's the name of that town?
In Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good question. You'd think I would know. I've only seen a movie 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that movie...
I know Bosie knows. Bosie, what's the town's name?
Does he know?
What's up, Carla Okerson?
Oh, Carla's watching?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
When he cut his hair, he lost his brains.
Yep, it's true. He was a completely different player after
I
that.
didn't realize limo talk was this early.
Oh, do they talk about sports on that show?
Plagianos. Thank you. We're versatile. We went into...
You are live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hello, Brian.
It's Brian Fester from Florida.
Brian Fester from Florida. Why are you
Hello.
why are you so confrontational this morning?
All right, I got this to say. If Johnny Damon and his wife were black, totally different situation.
Well, how do we know?
She gets out of the car, and I'm saying this as someone who worked law enforcement. She gets out of the car. She starts walking towards him. He's already trying to deal with the husband. Oh, hell no. No.
Yeah.
She's at least tased or a couple of unnatural holes. I'm sorry. It's just,
but couldn't we? But I mean, wasn't this a good enough story when it was like I felt like just because it was a Red Sox kind of thing, it was good enough. But now we went racial on it. I feel it holds more weight if we went Red Sox, like the Red Sox Yankee thing.
Yeah. Well, no, of course it was wonderful because he was a Red Sox.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be.
I mean, I consider his time with the Yankees a joke, but
yeah, he was definitely beyond his prime when he joined the Yankees.
Oh, I don't know why we did
not
that.
Financially.
Yeah,
they
sure.
threw a bucket of money at him, right?
Yeah.
Not quite as good as that Jacoby Ellsbury deal, but okay. What a piece of shit that was.
But yeah, it just. I looked at that and I turned the TV off. I said, "Oh, you're so lucky. You were just lucky." No.
Now, how come you don't think you think if they were not? I don't even know what Johnny Damon's wife ethnicity or
I have no idea
racially is, but you think she would have been tased if she was a darker skinned woman?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
See, now that's a story. That's a story.
I hate to say it because as a former law enforcement officer, but when you sit there and you're pulling over, you know who you've got. You run that tag, you see the name Johnny Damon, you got all the information, you've got the driver's license picture on your laptop and the cruiser. You know who you're pulling over.
All right, so Johnny Damon got fat.
So maybe it wasn't a racial thing. Maybe it was just like a celebrity thing. Oh, these people have money. They're famous. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, in his case, it was definitely his celebrity. Can you say it was also... Yeah, because unfortunately, there's plenty of times when black celebrities have been pulled over and treated no differently than the average person. As compared to when a white celebrity is pulled over and they're treated like,
that. I can't tell. What do you think?
What?
I think you need to clean your phone.
I mean, I'll be honest, out of this whole thing, I'm more astonished that Sallie's a Red Sox fan.
Fat.
I mean, how does that happen? How do you live on the island and root for anybody that's not on the island?
She doesn't
Well,
look.
I agree.
She doesn't look like a milky white.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm not sure.
What's his
I'm
wife's
not sure
name?
her.
I don't even know who she
ancestry.
is. Wasn't he with wasn't it Mia Hamm or whatever? Wasn't he with her for a long time?
And you telling me that somewhere in the past, Steven Seagal didn't bang Johnny Damon's mom? Come on, I think there's a little resemblance going there.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Well, that's just Johnny Damon.
Yeah, show the wife because there's
show
some
the
there's
wife.
a little bit of cleavage showing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So anyway,
I mean, but you got to.
All right, thanks, Brian.
It's a dumb move getting out of the car and then
Oh, absolutely.
Clearly, they're drunk, right? So she's probably not.
It was definitely more. Brian, did you see the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely more clear that he was no doubt he was drunk. But her, I'm not so. I think she was, but it wasn't as cut and dry with him.
I mean, if she was sober, she
should have been driving.
Arrested.
Well, true. Yeah.
That's great. That's just a bad move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, if it was Jacoby
Anyway.
Ellsbury and his wife, I would have shot them. I shot him. I would have been like, you stole that money from us, you freaking...
Kidding. He's not worth the paperwork.
Yeah, right. Oh, you know what? Why can't Bobby Bonilla get pulled over? We need to shoot Bobby Bonilla.
You can't blame that on Bonilla. That was
that
was a dumb Mets
No,
move.
your Mets are going to have to play that one down for the.
That was ownership. That was ownership saying, "Oh, we're going to take this money and use it with."
No, you're absolutely right.
With Madoff and defer your contract. If I'm Bonilla, I sign that contract all day long.
There's a new book.
Oh, hell yeah!
There's a new book that just came out this week. It's called "So Many Ways to Lose: The Story of the New York Mets, the Best Worst Team in History."
Yeah, right.
That's what it's called.
I think about it. Bobby Bonilla is still going to be getting checks when there are Americans living on Mars.
Well, guess what? So according to this book, which I didn't know before, according to this book, Darryl Strawberry, Brett Saberhagen, and Jacob deGrom, they have the same clause in their contracts where they're getting paid. I think it's like $1 to $2 million a year for 20 years after their retirement. So Strawberry still getting it. Saberhagen and deGrom.
It's a great deal for the player because once their playing career is over,
yeah, they have
right.
something.
I mean, you gotta.
It's like a 401k.
Because the tens of thousands, the tens of millions of dollars that they make during their playing days,
cocaine and hookers.
Apparently,
you can't save that money.
There you go.
You can't save that money.
Right.
You know what it is too. A lot of these players probably, you know what they probably do. They probably put money away so that if they're not around and their kid turns 21, they could buy him a drink.
Right.
You know.
That's it.
So that right there, that eats away a lot of contracts. You know.
Brian Fester, good to hear your voice, pal.
Thanks, Brian.
Hey, y'all take it easy.
See you, Brian.
So Johnny Damon, you feel so the consensus is Johnny Damon got a free pass because he's Caucasianish.
Yeah, let's be clear here. Brian Fester said that. Brian Fester, whose views and opinions do not represent Govs Radio.
But he's a former PD. Where?
No, I don't think he's former PD.
Oh, he said law enforcement.
He was.
Yeah, like in the jail or something, or something.
No. He was more like.
I forget.
He was like Secret Service type stuff. He was not Secret Service, but it was something like that, like ATF or something like that.
Is he calling from an undisclosed location? Is he like deep
Yes,
cover?
Brian Fester is not his real name.
No, it's not right.
It's Brian
it's
Fester.
Something Damon.
Bobby Bo is still getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid. I think still for another 10
now
years. Now
Inns is a big Met fan, right? So he's got a.
Bobby Bo's getting paid until the age of 72. That much I know.
Listen, good for him.
Yeah, why not?
Good for him. You know,
Brian Fester was a mall cop.
Mall cop.
Oh,
did he have a Segway?
No.
If you're a mall cop with a Segway, you know you're not paying for any of your Auntie Anne's pretzels. You know you're getting all that shit for free. That's just. By the way, you ever go into this astounds me. Even during COVID, when they reopen the malls to whatever level, I don't care if it's 10 a.m. or 9 p.m. Next to the Apple Store, because that's always like a scene.
Right.
The line for that fucking pretzel shack
you're right.
is always 15 deep.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't understand it.
There must. I've never had.
You never had them? I mean, they're greasy, buttery.
They're really
good.
But they're, they're taking years off of people's lives, but they're always, that line is always crazy.
When I was a kid, is Andy Plagianos watching? When I was a kid in Hicksville, I used to go to the mall. There used
Plaza.
To be, it was Mid-Island Plaza back then.
Before it was Broadway Mall, it
Yes.
was the Plaza.
Do you remember this place? I think it was called. It wasn't Auntie Anne's. I think it was Auntie M's or something.
Was it Wetzel's Pretzels?
Well, no, Wetson's was something else.
Wetzel's Pretzels.
No, it was Auntie M's, and they used to sell this giant cookie. I swear to God, it was like this big, and you couldn't even see the cookie. There were so many chocolate chips, like it was just smothered with chocolate chips, and you can get them as soon as they're out of the oven.
Oh, like warm.
Oh my God,
that's what ruined you.
And is this where you say they were a nickel?
Yeah,
they were. Back then, I think they were.
I used to walk both ways to school and stop for one of those.
Oh, I used to walk. The mall was probably
in the snow, barefoot.
What would you say the mall from my mother's house?
It's not far. It's
2 miles.
It wouldn't
be.
You
walked 2 miles for a cookie?
Just for that cookie.
Your mom didn't have an oven?
Oh, I did that too. But I'm telling you, there was nothing like these cookies. I almost cried when that place closed down.
He's not kidding. I'm sure he's like, oh.
Wow.
There should be a community service requirement for athletes. Well, yeah, they're going to get in trouble eventually. Auntie Anne's. Yeah, the pretzels.
Annie,
yes.
I'm telling you, that place is a scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Unbelievable.
Every time.
I stood on that line just to get a bottled water once, and I'm like, "What is this freaking line?"
That is sad. That's sad.
Why?
Yeah.
That's
like waiting on the line at Chick-fil-A to get a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah. No, I just wanted a bottle of water. Like forever.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You pull into the drive-through at Chick-fil-A and it's like 80 deep, and you get up to the window and you're like, I just want to know if you had change of a 10.
I could take both my kids out for a beer.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, sorry for your loss, ma'am. Here's the 10.
Hey, well, speaking of Hicksville,
we were
kind of. So we
Summertimes.
That
was Hicksville, wasn't it?
No.
Yes, it was. 100%.
No.
Summertimes. What's that?
Summertimes was Hicksville.
Right
on the south tip of it. Had to be.
I think it's Beth Page there. But you're talking right where 107 meets.
You know where Summertimes was. Yep. That was a big deal back then.
Yeah, it was.
I'm pretty sure it was Hicksville.
I'll bet you.
I'd like to give Hicksville the credit. I will bet you a free drink chip.
A free complimentary
is it a
as soon as I
restaurant or
steal this.
something?
Yeah, but it's long gone.
It's
Yeah, but
long
maybe-
gone.
how long?
Now it's like a swingers joint.
No, it's not anymore. It used to be. It became that. So I've heard.
Yeah. So I read.
And then I'll tell you when I worked at the phone company, when I first started the phone company, I did.
You started the phone company?
I killed comedy. I killed comedy and started the
And
phone
you
company.
right away got into telecommunications. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Nice.
I was in maybe my first year or two at the phone company, right? And my job when I first started there was subsurface stuff. We used to dig trenches and put in, conduits and whatnot. And if there was an emergency back then, we're talking, before there was no wireless back then. So if there was a failure, like a neighborhood would go out, we'd have to dig it up and find the actual spot so they can repair everything. So one night there was an emergency job on Hempstead Turnpike in Farmingdale. So it's the middle of a Sunday night. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and we're jackhammering Hempstead Turnpike, and 2-foot concrete. It was backbreaking work, but I was 22. I could do it back then. But we're working on Hempstead Turnpike. I don't remember the name, but it was a swingers club right there, right by where Wendy's is by the OTB.
Why are you pointing at me when you say it was?
Well, I said
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Was a swingers club on Hempstead Turnpike.
Yeah, right across the street from Wendy's, and there was an OTB there.
I know the area. I didn't know there was a place there.
Yep. Well, I had no idea, and we're working, and we're seeing all these women dressed like hookers almost, going into this place. We're like, holy crap! We kept stopping what we were doing. So finally, we get a break in what we're doing. So me and another guy were like, let's go find out what's going on there. So we walk over.
This is the real story on how Tony lost his leg, by the way. Right. We're getting to it.
It got stuck in some woman's ass. So we go to the door, and the bouncer's there, and immediately, filthy guys, and he's like, what? So I just turned it to him. I go, you got to tell us, man, what's going on in here? And he goes, this is a great job. And we started cracking up. He let us take one step in, and then there was like just a wall there, but we were able to peek in around the door. He let us stay there for like 30 seconds. We were like kids looking through the peephole. Yeah, for like 30 seconds, just like this. And then he's like, "Okay, you guys got to go."
Wow.
Like, okay,
you got to go and clean that mess up.
So and then we did. We watched girls leaving together. We watched a guy and two girls leaving together. I mean, that
was probably Bosie.
No, he was
that
one
page guy.
He was one that got kicked out by himself. But yeah, I don't know how I get into that. Oh, Summertimes. I think that was Beth Page. I think
Summertimes. Well, Summertimes was a great place, though.
Yeah, that was a fun club back in the day.
A lot of fun in there.
Yep, lots of good times. All right, but speaking of Hicksville, so some serious stories today we have going on.
Okay.
A Hicksville man, a 67-year-old teacher.
You notice the ebbs and flows. We go up
we
here.
We start
and
with the death.
DJ D Love calls in, and then we bring it back down. We bring it right back up. We get up there a little bit, and then
he's got another death story.
Got the timing all set up here.
Right.
We're
Come on, Kevorkian,
for the last 15 minutes with depressing stuff.
You going to show us your report cards?
Oh, I didn't save those.
Nice.
How many times did you try to intercept those when they came
Never
in the
tried.
mail?
Didn't care.
Really?
Yeah, I had good grades. They were okay. Except for conduct.
Yeah, true. The worst is when they called.
When we were in school, they came by like covered wagon anyway. No, you had to bring home your own
Homing
report
pigeon.
card, right? You had to bring home your own
Yeah,
report
Not
no,
in
you're
high
right,
school. They
yeah.
came in the mail.
Yeah.
No, the worst is when they
You went to
used
high
call
school?
them.
Wow. You guys are rich.
It wasn't just a one house with all grades, like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, I was homeschooled.
So there's a 67-year-old man in Hicksville who taught at the Infinity Institute in Jersey City. Was just arrested for
Sounds legit.
Yeah, right. Just arrested for sexually assaulting an 11-year-old girl who was his student.
Shoot him in the head.
Yep. Aparo Sankara of Hicksville. Arrested on Tuesday. Charges second-degree sexual assault and endangering the welfare of a child. The girl, who is now 12, luckily reported the assaults.
Yeah.
So
And
good
he
for her
was
for speaking
convicted?
up. Well, this just happened on Tuesday. He was just arrested.
Well,
2 days ago.
if it's
So-
true, I don't know if he should make 68. That's just me.
Exactly. Get Brian
Enough
Fest in
with
there.
these guys, and it's like
Yep.
it just okay. We don't need to give him three hots and a cot for.
Well, actually, no. You know what? That's probably the best thing, because that's what they say, right? In jail, that
Who might like it?
The inmates,
child
the
molesters.
residents, yeah, they don't like the guys who have child crimes.
But there seems to be a lot of these guys in jail, so at some point, aren't they all going to be hanging out together?
Well, not
And evidently they have no interest in each other, right?
Yeah,
because
right.
they're sorry, you're over 12,
Right.
Yeah, no,
Right.
but that's freaky. Just they got to go.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile,
bothersome.
and that's in Hicksville. And then meanwhile, there's another town here on Long Island called Hempstead. It's Nassau County. It's actually directly west of here, probably 10 minutes away from here. What appeared to be a fully functioning daycare center with children's furniture,
You're killing me.
toys, posters.
What the kids do to you today?
Well, I told you guys about this before we went on the air.
Made one joke about your dad leaving when you were 10, and you're after every
All of a
kid
sudden,
on
we're
the fucking island
child
right now.
death.
Children eating and playing and being cared for in the same exact space where cocaine was being mixed and packaged. Parents trying to work through the pandemic left their children at a daycare, and this is what their kids were exposed to. When authorities did the search warrant, they seized 38 guns, $2.7 million worth of narcotics,
And that was just from the kids' backpacks. Imagine.
The Lunchables.
9.5 kilos of nearly pure cocaine,
Wow.
1.5 kilos of crack cocaine, a kilo of heroin, 250 grams of fentanyl, 210 grams of morphine, over $380,000 in cash.
They had the best nap time at that place. I bet you. It's just- those kids, they slept like bricks. Could you imagine, though? Like, I mean, if you think about it, if you're clearly, do you think they opened the daycare center and then went, I mean, we're doing okay, but what would be better if we sold crack cocaine and handguns and shit? Or did they say, you know what, we're going to distribute cocaine and crack and guns, so we need a good cover. Fuck it, let's do a daycare.
Let's do a daycare.
Because if they did it that way and they got the permits, it makes you wonder what the background checks are like. For the,
Yeah, true.
You got a slide and crayons? Yeah. Approved. Okay, great.
Yeah, I remember one time, like when I lived in when I lived in Huntington Beach, California, and it was a really kind of like a fun town of stores, but there was this one store like all the way at the end of it, and it was like a television repair store. And it was like totally like blacked out, like it was a porn shop or something. But I remember like we were talking about it for like years.
Guy drove a Maserati. No one ever
So
went in.
finally,
or out.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just totally gonna go in there and just see what it is. Like, why not? It's open, right? So I walked in there, and there were just like these 3 guys in suits, and they were just standing there. And I was like,
Yeah.
hey, and
Yeah.
they're like, and they didn't even like miss a beat. Like, oh, how can I help you? They're like, yeah, what?
No,
And I'm just
nothing.
nothing. I was like in my like 20s.
Those
I just
are
wanted to see what
but
it
those
what
are the
it
best
was.
stores, the ones. Remember back in
absolutely.
I don't know if you remember, how many years ago? It's got to be at least 25 years ago. There was, in Massapequa, on, like right on Broadway, there was like a shooting where there was like, at one point there was a few coffee shops that had opened on Broadway. And there was one where these guys were, it was like Wonkerland. No one ever came in, no one ever came out. But you're like, why are there so many cars?
Yeah.
They would gambling in the basement, doing whatever they're doing. But there was like a shoot one night. I used to live right off Broadway, so I'm coming back from out east, and the exit's closed, and I'm like, what the hell? And there's like freaking helicopters and whatever.
Ah, wow.
And these guys evidently left the club, and these other guys pull up in a car and just went and just blew them away right on the street. And like literally 2 weeks later, like 3 of these so-called coffee shops down that ran down the road were just gone.
They were gone.
It's like, oh, what do you do there? Gelato. You must sell a lot of gelato. No.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's 20 cars outside.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Betty Harms is watching. Hi, Betty. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Betty.
Greg says Summertimes was in Wantor. No, I
No.
don't think so.
Oh, you know what, though? It's a tricky corner over there.
Yeah.
I still think it was classified. I'm going to say Hicksville, but it probably was Bethpage. He's true. That
Right, 'cause
that
Levittown
corner-
is right
that
there, too.
corner was
Yeah.
right there where Wantor Avenue and 107 kind of merged.
Right. Yeah, so Levittown is there, and then even Seaford.
It was a
starts just
perfect
right down the
mix,
block.
though. You'd get the trashy ladies from Wantor, Hicksville, and Bethpage.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Okay.
which made it, because the women drank for
Kinda
like
interesting.
less than zero,
Right.
and the guys,
Oh yeah, this was a popular place
Yeah, it
back
was-
then.
I
Yeah.
think like Wednesday nights or something was like the big night. It was
Yeah.
What,
Thursday
women
was
drink for
crazy.
free or something?
Yeah,
Crazy.
And then
Yeah.
Ken Pichelle mentioned Spit. That was a big club
Uncle
around
Sam's
here,
and
and that
Spit.
was right. Where are we? Right over here. That was right
Yeah.
on the other side of the parking lot.
It's
Ken.
now IHOP.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
is it?
Yeah.
Actually, I think
What
it's
a
where
crying
the
shame
pool
that
hall
is.
is. Right?
No, I think it's IHOP.
I don't. No, IHOP's on the end. I don't think.
I thought Uncle Sam and Spit was on the end.
I
don't know, but
I don't think so.
oh man, those WLIR nights.
That and down in Malibu at Long Beach.
Tuesday nights were like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy nights with just the alternative music. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Such a fun place.
Hello, Paul, who's watching. The company is paying Tony the same terms as Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah. He has that. You have the contract with Govs Radio.
Yep, Andy Plagano's
We're
heard
going
our
to give you a
Hicksville
poker
mentions.
chip for a free drink for the next 50 years.
Rich, pretty sure the baby surrounded by cocaine didn't nap at all.
Well, that's a good point.
There was a funeral home in Middle Island that I've never seen a hearse or anyone parked in the parking lot.
Wait, a funeral parlor where?
In Middle Island, which is out east.
Yeah, I know where it is. But
Andy
wait,
Plagano's.
so you're saying it's a front?
That's what he's saying.
That's what it used to be called, right? The Mid-Island Plaza in Hicksville.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But he's talking about Middle
I
Island.
know, I was just
Oh,
saying, like, it wasn't just like the Hicks, like, it was the Mid-Island.
Right.
You-
That's
you
why
think-
Rich
you
before
think
said
these,
Middle Island.
You think
Actually,
these malls will get back to being like, like this coming, I know it's a long way up, but it would be
I don't
great
know.
to get back to,
I think Christmas.
Bedlam in the mall.
I
Yes,
think
I think
Amazon
Christmas.
has taken over.
I think people are, but don't you think people are going to want to get out?
That's what I'm hoping.
Like, wouldn't you overpay to get out? Just
Between wanting to get out and just the mom and pops hurting so bad, I'm hoping people are going to step up,
Right.
and just go back to the malls
Yeah,
and get out again.
brick and mortar's got to get supported. It really is.
Absolutely
And
right.
I'm listen. I order stuff on Amazon all the time, but
Yeah.
I also go out to. I do more brick and mortar on the hospitality side. Like I like to go to restaurants and bars and whatever. Retail places, it's kind of tough now. There's not. Well, first of all, I don't know, but a guy over 50, a Caucasian guy over 50 going to a mall is an exercise of futility. I mean, there's literally nothing for you to buy.
Yeah.
True.
There's
The
nothing for you to
women's
buy.
the same thing. Like, there's such, like, low riders. I'm like, I need a little help there.
Yeah, there's nothing. So like
I'm like leaning
Sears
my
isn't open
arms on
anymore.
my
So
stomach.
if you could buy your jeans and your ratchets and your car battery and your maybe your
Women.
your shampoo at the same store, you're not shopping at a good store. Like
Yeah.
nobody with taste is going in the store like that, right?
Yeah.
Greg DiFilippo, I don't understand this. I had sex. The fridge at Summertimes with some hot MILF. Had sex
he had
in
sex
the fridge.
in the walk-in fridge.
Oh, in the walk-in fridge at Summertimes with some hot MILF. I walked in right after Billy Dean mail review got done, and they were opening the club.
Oh, that's right. They used to do the hot oil wrestling.
Yes.
Right. Not to be confused with Jimmy Dean, who makes really good sausage.
Yes.
And egg sandwiches. But wow, that's what I do. That's brilliant timing right there.
What?
I mean, because you got these
Greg did.
you got these hot oil wrestling guys who are all they have like 1% body fat,
Right.
and they're in there, and clearly they like each other more than the women patrons, but then they leave, and the women are all hot and bothered, and then
Yeah.
regular Long
Yep.
Island guy like Greg walks in and goes,
The fact that
"Have
it
you
was,
ever had sex in the walk?" Now the question is how did he get in the walk-in box? Did he
Yeah.
know somebody who worked there,
Yeah.
or this takes that story to a whole new level.
Well, the fact that he showed up there with no shirt and just a Speedo made them all think he was part of the Billy Dean thing.
Right. Even more brilliant. Right.
Right. Exactly.
Right. And give him credit, because if you go in a walk-in box in a Speedo to have sex,
That's a little chilly.
you're confident in your abilities because it's cold in there.
It's
is
a
all
little
I'm saying.
cold in there.
It's cold.
Yeah, but then the other box was nice and warm.
Like, do you think after this went down, he was running out through Summertimes yelling out,
I did it!
It's not my fault. Shrinkage.
I just banged the MILF in the fridge.
The MILF was like,
all right, so now here's the good news.
Oh, there's good news.
There's good
no more
news.
child
All
abuse.
this death and child abuse.
No more
You've
child
got-
abuse.
you've
So
got
good
good
news. If you're here on Long Island, Memorial Day weekend, the air show is returning.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Because
Good.
last year,
Where
you
they'll
know,
be dropping children out of the planes onto the beach. Come on, Tony, finish it. Finish it. Kill the kids. Kill them.
Stay true
Bags
to
of
who you
cocaine
are.
and babies will be dropped out of the planes. So bring a butterfly net to the beach.
I'm trying to bring you good news here.
Yeah.
Butterfly net.
Ooh, look, I
Got a baby.
got a girl and a kilo.
New York's 11 p.m. curfew for bowling alleys and movie theaters are going to be lifted as of April 5th. Restaurants and bars will need to close. Restaurants and bars will still need to close at the current required time.
I haven't bowled in a year and a half now.
Well,
Oh, really?
Crazy.
So, yeah, the 11 p.m. curfew currently in place for casinos, movie theaters, bowling alleys, billiard halls, gyms, and fitness centers.
So that's like Jake's 58.
Right.
And
They
but
can now
they
go
weren't
to-
serving food and drink, which is crazy.
They're not?
No, they have not been serving food and drink yet. So can you imagine
Okay.
going to a casino and not being able to drink?
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah,
I don't.
right.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Did you turn the... why are you turning the phones off?
Because you just said you had a serious story.
So what?
I don't know.
Greg, you pissed off Greg. He's been trying to call.
All right.
I mean, jeez.
There's only a phone number.
Is he going to
flash.
try to use? Is he going to try to use his limo talk prepaid minutes to call in to knock him dead? Because it'll work.
Look at she even removed the phone number from the screen. Wow,
It's 516.
I'll put it so like you can't. The
will.
last two numbers aren't on there.
Love calls in and you think it's Greg. This will be the greatest day of my life.
Well, don't
And
give him any ideas.
He's still doing a Bosie rhyme.
He hasn't.
That'd be great.
He hasn't called in twice in one show in a long
Jeff
time.
Bosley. A Bosley.
Bosley.
Yeah, a Bosley.
Calling you out, Jeff.
By the
Bosley.
way, I don't know if we got the folks. If you go to my Facebook page, I have the fundraiser up. But let me just whet your whistle
Greg.
and your appetites a little bit here.
Hey.
With the back of Bosie. Okay, look at those glutes.
Look at those glutes. What glutes?
This
We have
is.
Greg
I bet you
DiFilippo
Greg was
on the
built.
phone.
Greg was built like this back in the old summertime days.
He's still built like
He's
that.
still built like that.
Summertime.
Yeah.
Tony, do you remember Artie Gerhardt?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember. Artie.
Okay.
I went
Artie
to
was
school with,
a
Jerry
bouncer
Gerhardt.
at Summertimes.
Well, I'm sorry. What did he do?
Artie was a bouncer at Summertimes.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and then the lacrosse coach, Phil.
Oh,
Phil,
yes.
he was a lacrosse coach.
Yeah, I know
Young
exactly
guy.
what you're talking about. Yes, I know exactly. What
He
you're
was a bartender there.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
I got my first and only DWI coming out of that place.
BWY.
You're on a motorcycle.
DWI.
DWI.
I was gonna say, he had a boat. You
Tony's
deserved
like,
it.
buy your own beer.
No, I was
what?
thinking big
I
white.
thought it was a boat. I
Big
was like,
white
wow,
Indians or
water,
something.
yeah.
I thought he said BWI.
He was 12 miles from water. He deserves it.
Coach Phil bet I couldn't drink a whole entire tequila in under an hour.
Wait, a whole bottle of tequila?
And I did, and I told him before I get really fucked up, because I only lived, right up the road off South Oyster Bay Road there.
Right, yeah.
I said, let me get out of here before I get really drunk. And lo and behold, I pull out of the parking lot, and bam, I got pulled over.
Oh,
that
yeah.
place.
I
place
wasn't
was
even
brutal
that
for
drunk when I got pulled over. But they let me sit about an hour and a half at the police station, and I was gone by then.
The 80s.
Jeez. Yeah, right.
The 80s, early 90s. You could drive through a church with a baby on your hood, drunk. And you go, I'm going to need you to pull over and sleep this off while I put the keys on the roof.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, officer.
And that was it. They let you. Yeah, they let you. Sleep it off, and that was it. You said you were gone.
No,
so
we
they
got
didn't
a
even.
DUI.
No, they did charge you, right?
Oh yeah, they charged me. It got dismissed, but yeah, they charged me with DWI. They sent me to Mineola. I had a good lawyer.
Cop story. You can tell her.
George, if anybody from Hicksville remembers George O'Shea on New Bridge Road, or actually Jerusalem Avenue, he was on. One of the best lawyers. He knew all the judges in Nassau County. You pay him the right money, and he's dead now, but you pay him the right money, and you got out of everything.
He's dead now, but
back in the day. Yeah, he's dead now. George was 80 years old back in the day, so there's no way in hell he's still alive now.
Just throw his name out there when you get pulled over, just in case. Maybe the cops will still just let you go.
Maybe that's his alias. Maybe his real name's Tommy Walker.
But I have a lot of good memories of summertimes. Billy Dean had the All-Mail Review.
Right.
Then he had the Foxy Boxing. And then he had the Hot Oil Wrestling.
Right.
That's how I hooked up with those guys. I drove the tour bus for Billy Dean's Foxy Boxing down to Florida back in '93.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We went into Summertimes one night. I'll never forget this. And this is probably late '80s or whatever the time was. Me and my buddy, and we're, I'm 5'8" and he's 5'7". Okay, and we walk in, and we look in the back. You remember how the dance floor or whatever?
Yeah.
And then what was it? Didn't it have another name? The place? It was
Spit
Wickers or something.
Oh,
was it Wickers too? Was there
Wickers was Old Country in New Bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
So we used to go from one place to the other. Right. We walk in, and there was a bunch of these beautiful girls in the back, and we walked, and they were all like, it was like a volleyball or a basketball team of girls, and we're like, what in the hell? Everybody in there was a foot taller than us. We were like, oh, this is gonna be a great night. Yeah, it was like all female volleyball players.
About 10 years ago or so, I had my house in Wantor. Billy Dean was trying to open up a place in Wantor, and the residents went nuts. It's too close to the residents. It's too much noise.
Oh, right.
And there were all sorts of court hearings, with the town of Hempstead. And I'll never forget this. So I went. I was just curious to how this would go. So I went, and there was a bunch of my neighbors and stuff. We're all there. And Billy Dean is up. He's being questioned by a local politician. And Billy Dean kept saying that this was going to be a family-friendly entertainment place, right? So this lawyer says to him, Mr. Dean, what kind of entertainment exactly will be in this establishment? And Billy Dean says to this guy, the type of entertainment you'd like, Senator.
Oh.
And the whole place goes quiet. You hear one guy laughing right here. I just cracked up at that answer, man. I thought that was so funny.
Do you know Billy Dean was gay?
It
was boyfriend. I didn't know.
He had his girlfriend. Her name was Rory. She looked like a woman.
Yes.
But she was a tranny.
No kidding. I did meet her once.
So he was an innovator all the way, this guy.
Yeah, she's a tranny. I found out the hard way.
Oh yeah. Well, you
wait. So when you said you blew a tranny in the '90s, you didn't mean
on the tour bus. I walked into the bathroom and she was standing up peeing.
Oh, not a deal breaker. Still not a deal breaker.
Yeah, no joke, man. No joke. I walk in the bathroom. There she is holding the fucking schlong. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, changed my whole outlook, man.
So how long?
Because here I am, and I'm like, something, I bet. And I'm like, I was 20 years, 21, 22 years old back then. And I was just like, yeah, I bang it, I'm banging all these milfs coming out of summertimes. I'm banging the Hot Oil Wrestlers and Foxy Boxers. I'll bang Rory. And next thing I know, she's got a fucking cock.
I'm waiting for him to say, and here she is right now. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, hold on. I don't know where to go with this.
Greg, you should have said
thanks, Greg.
So, all right, well, Greg, are you...
we'll hear that story again tonight on Limo Talk.
Right. Are you returning tonight?
Yes, I will be returning tonight.
Returning to Limo
Talk. Well, hear more of these great love stories, Hallmark moments.
I'll be returning until you let him back into the studio. I think that'll be the end once he's back in.
Oh, okay. All right. Very nice. Well, thanks for these memories, Greg.
See you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Good to talk with you.
You guys have a great day, man.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, man.
You too. Bye.
All right. With that, I guess we're out of here, right?
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah, sure.
All right. There we go. Today is Thursday, everybody. Guess what? Tonight at 7 p.m., this guy right here and that guy right there.
And, Buzzy, are we going to have a good show tonight? Wait. Wait, what?
Oh, he just took a shit. He shit out a poker chip.
So, yeah, we're going to raise more money, baby.
There you go. That's tonight on No Rhyme, No Reason. And then after that at 9:45, as you heard Greg, him and the boys on Limo Talk. That's at 9:45 tonight. And then that's it, right? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? All right. Well, don't forget, April 2nd, Friday, April 2nd, we're going to do a special live from Governor's Green Room right here in the studio. That is the night Governor's is reopening, so there'll be all sorts of comedians going up on stage, coming off stage.
What do you mean by all sorts?
All sorts of comedians. Good ones, bad ones, weird ones, drunk ones.
There's no way there'll be bad ones. The first night opening, it's
true.
going to be a killer lineup in
Absolutely
here.
right.
A killer lineup in here.
And we actually have no idea who's going to be here, but it's going to be a fun night. First time it's opening back up in over a year, so we're very excited, looking forward to that. So
and now
don't forget.
you're not performing that night.
No, so you're safe. Everybody's safe. I'm not performing that night.
Comedy Kevorkian is only coming back on what day? April
21st.
April 21st. So, folks, you have 19 days to enjoy Long Island comedy.
Before I kill it again.
19 days before it happens. before didn't they write Miss American Pie about something like this? Is there going to be a new song about?
Oh, Kent Bichelle, that's your next parody, pal.
Yeah, can you do a comedy Miss American Pie about how Tony Walker killed comedy?
April 2nd, what time? What time are we doing that? Probably 7:30. Probably. We'll let you know as it gets closer. So, again, 7 o'clock, No Rhyme, No Reason. 9:45, Limo Talk. And then Sally and I are back here again tomorrow. Thank you, pal.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow at 11. See ya.
See you tonight, folks.